Hi, 7th grade winds, woodwinds and brass. Little introduction to number 113 in the EE book. That's Stacatto Study, okay? I'm going to give you a little bit of a weird way to approach this one. I think you might want to do the second half of the song first. And if you look at the key signatures, you might understand why. Second half of the song is in your friend for 4th grade, B-flat concert. So that's a key signature we're all really familiar with. One little slightly complicated rhythm in this one. You can see it's in 3/4, the time signature, okay? The basic rhythm you have 4 times in the whole song is that 1 and a 2 and 3 and. Like for instance in measure 1, measure 2, measure 5, and measure 6. It's all the same exact rhythm. Okay, not any big deal there. The third measure on each line, the third measure and then the 5th, 6th, 7th measure on the second line are a little tiny chromatic scale. It just goes up a couple of notes and then back down. Once you get a hang of that though, it's not going to be all that hard. It does play though in the same riff in 2 different keys, the same melody in 2 different keys. You can see the first half of the song is in F concert. Now, let me review it for those of you who don't remember what we did right before we were doing the F concert scale, right before we left, really. Right before we were so rudely interrupted. Before the circle of fourths. We moved on to the circle of fourths. But right before that, we've been doing the F concert scale. We also did it in 6th grade, so that shouldn't be a problem. Remember your key signature here. Flutes and oboes, trombones, euphoniums. You guys have B flat, but not E flat. So it's E natural for you guys. Okay? Clarinets, trumpets, tenor saxes, bass clarinets. You guys all have F sharp in your key signature, but no B flat in your key signature. So there's B naturals in yours, but also F sharps. Okay, trumpets, this is a lot of middle finger for you guys. Remember, F sharp and B natural are both middle finger. You know, stuff like that. Horns, we have no sharps and no flats for you guys. That's not a big deal. The organic key signature, you know, all naturals. And then saxes, altos and baris, you guys have F sharp and C sharp. So watch out for those C sharps. F sharps you're used to. C sharps, of course, are no fingers, or the really bottom C sharp is a slightly more complicated bone, but you don't have that in this song, so don't worry about it. Starts out on the first line in a key, like I said, the key of F concert. And then the second line, or I'm sorry, I don't know if it's 2 lines in your book. The 5th measure, anyway. It might be all on 1 line. I don't have a copy of your book here at home. But anyway, the second half of the song is in B flat concert, but it's exactly the same melody, just in a different key. In a couple of weeks, probably next week actually, we're going to get to I think you guys this year do is it the Camptown Races Challenge? I've forgotten. Last year you did the Camptown Races Challenge where you had to play the song in lots of different keys. We're going to do another one of those. So this is a little sneak preview of that, I guess. So 113 starts up a little high. You have 1 and a 2 and 3 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3. Then it goes down low and does exactly the same melody. Da 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 da. Again, the second half is in B flat concert. First half is in the key of F concert, but it's exactly the same melody, so that should not be a problem. Okay, in the 3rd measure and then the 7th measure, there is that little teeny chromatic scale. You should know those notes from the previous ones we've been doing, 106 and 108, chromatic crescendo and technique tracks. But if you don't remember some of those, either look in the back of your book for your fingering chart, or again, shoot me an email. I'll be glad to help out. Other than that, I think it should be good. Remember, focus your energy. Take 1 measure at a time. You may want to work on the second half first, just because it's in an easier key. It's also lower, so that might be easier for some of you right now if you're just getting back into the swing of playing your instrument. Then probably the most difficult measure in each one is the 3rd measure, I would think, just because it's a little chromatic scale. The rhythm you have there, that 1 and a 2 and 3 and very, very similar back to, remember in 6th grade we did da 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 da. I don't remember which one that is, but it's the sea shanty if you want to look it up back in the EE book. Okay, good luck with it.